Hi, welcome to another episode of My Piece of the World. This time we're having a look at Andorra. So last time we did these clips, Bird gave you a look at his hometown, Girona.
What was that?
The Ween Dog showed you Curacao because, oh well, he was on a junket. And I've decided on Andorra because it's probably one of the fastest growing cycling hubs in Europe. Andorra will be hosting a couple of stages of this year's Vuelta, as well as the 2015 World Mountain Bike Championships. Andorra has a population of around 75,000. That's about 3/4 of the MCG. Sorry, us Aussies love that analogy. The capital, Andorra la Vella, is one of the highest cities in Europe, or at least that's what it says on Wikipedia anyway. Well, you're probably wondering where Andorra is. It's a 468 kilometre square country in the High Pyrenees, surrounded by France and Spain. Well, I better go clock a few more hours up training before the Vuelta. Thought I'd bring in a local here. We've got Doug. He's been a resident for 5 years and he's got a bit of an Aussie connection. What's this, Doug?
Andorra Crows. Coached, trained and took the Andorran team to the European Championships.
And how'd those Euro Championships go for you, mate?
Rubbish, mate.
No good. Oh well, I'll give you another challenge. You got 2 minutes to show us some of Andorra's finest. All the best.
Thanks, will do.
2 minutes, mate.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break.
Okay, so Bert in Girona was pretty proud of his bridge. Here in Andorra we've got some spectacular tunnels. And in fact the one we're going through at the moment, because there's almost no flat in Andorra, we use as the time trial championships. 2 circuits of the parallel tunnel, so it's 13 kilometres flat.
Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know.
Alright, so here we are at the National Stadium. There's just been a major investment. It's been changed from a grass surface to one of the highest technology artificial surfaces. Typically they play rugby here, a national stadium to allow sport all year round. Remember in Andorra, it snows in the winter.
All you got, don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't wait.
Andorra receives about 10 million tourists a year, and these tourists basically get classified into winter, summer and all shoppers.
Clap along if you feel like happy.
As well as tourism, Andorran's economy is based on banking. The banks are some of the most solvent in the world and offer tremendous investment programs. That's one of the things Andorra is trying to do at the moment. It is courting people from outside to come and invest in our country. Although Andorra is not in the European Union, caught between France and Spain, the currency that is used here is the euro. Your euro goes a lot further, simply because there are very, very low tax on income, tax on corporation and sales tax. So every euro you get goes a lot further. Okay, well now we're in La Illa. La Illa is the island. It's the one big shopping mall in Andorra, and as you can see we've got all the major chains are located here.
Without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along.
Climate in Andorra is very variable. We are in high mountains, so you can get big changes in the weather. Something that's very interesting here in Andorra is one of the ski resorts in the world with the most number of hours of sun in a ski resort. So that is a big advantage and selling point. In the summer, we have pretty high temperatures with low humidity, which means that it's great for cyclists who want to train, because they can go out at 10, 11 o'clock, they can train for 4 or 5 hours and they don't get overheated.
Just lived there for just over a year now, and yeah, pretty simple really. It's a lovely place to train. The roads are quiet, endless amount of climbs. I think there's 22 categorised climbs here in the country itself, all of them ranging from 4 to 15 kilometres in length. So yeah, training aspect it's really difficult, and yeah, can get me prepared for racing. And yeah, on the living aspects here in Andorra, it's a beautiful place, really clean. The community is really friendly, and yeah, I just like living here.
So traditional Andorran cooking is difficult to find. We've come to one of the absolute best restaurants in the country. It's Borda Raubert. Jonesy's got the lamb. I've got the mashed potatoes and cabbage, and it's absolutely spectacular. We started with a salad. All the lettuce was grown out back, and it's incredible here.
Happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you.
Something very special in Andorra is the amount of water that we have coming out of the springs. As a cyclotourist, you can take one bottle for the entire day because every hill has a spring, and this water is absolutely great.
Really, what you see here, right out the back door, yeah, you're just walking out in the mountains and the wilderness, and that's something I've always missed from coming from Canada. Being in Europe, it's always been hard to find a special place like that. So, yeah, I count myself really fortunate to have ended up here in this sweet little valley of Pal, and yeah, I tell you, the quietness and the training for like the roads is just incredible. And I think for the crazy life we live on the road, racing and traveling and all that stuff, it's a really great place to come and find your balance. So for me, that's really necessary. Where you live has to be a place that you really love, and yeah, that's it for me. Yeah, when I was injured earlier on this year, I spent quite a bit of time up in the high country. You know, we have some really high spots here, and altitude train's a big part of what we do in cycling now. Seems like every year guys are spending more and more time up high. And just up this valley here, I was hiking every day up and down to my camp, and I was based at 2,800 meters. So yeah, ease of access to the high mountains here is really easy. One of the other benefits of living in Andorra is you have free ice baths, easy access all the time. It's right there. Wherever there's a little valley, you have a nice icy cold creek running down the mountainside.
So how'd you get on, Dougie?
Yeah, I got some gold. Good stuff.
Fantastic. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this latest episode of My Piece of the World. Come up to Andorra and check it out. It's got something for everybody.